Sup guys, Card Protagonist here with my Kagero Silt Dragon deck from the all-new set BT11 Silt Dragon Unleashed. Silt Dragon specializes in field wipe, which allows you to retire every single unit opponent controls in one turn, crippling his attack force insanely. Also, Silt Dragon is probably the best grade 2 Vanguard. So, let's get on to the awesome new Silt Dragon deck. The first grade 3 we play is for Burning Hell Silt Dragon Blockade Inferno. His ability is Limit Break 4. By counterblasting 2, retire all of your opponent's grade 2 units, and this unit gains 10k attack power until the end of the turn. And he's a cross-right, which means if you have Blockade in the soul, he gains additional 2k, which makes him a 13k base Vanguard. As you know from the cross-right format, 13k Vanguards are really invincible, so yeah. So for 2 counter blasts, you get to retire every single grade 2 unit opponent controls, front row or back row, which makes it an instant plus. And if your opponent decided not to call grade 2 to prevent you from nuking their field, congratulations, that fool probably can't do decent damage to you. And of course, his additional 10k attack power means your opponent requirement to guard with more cards. And of course, being a 13k cross-right really screw with magic numbers of today's meta decks. So you combo this guy with Silt Dragon Corduroy, which is this card, to totally destroy your opponent's field. I'll show you the combo later, so yeah. This is an amazing cross-right and has a potential plus 3 at a cost of 2 counterblast. For next grade 3 we play for Silt Dragon Blockade, a classic BT02 card. Yeah. His ability is, during your turn your opponent can't intercept, Vanguard ability, unfortunately. Well, this is the previous form of Blockade Inferno. His skill to prevent intercept is pretty nice because he seals up your opponent's fate to get their grade 2's nuke next turn. So be sure to write this as your first grade 3 for the cross-right. His art looks pretty nice as well. So yeah. For the grade 2s, we play 4 Silt Dragon Jakado. He's our Burning Horn Dragon of the Vanguard. When you control a Silt Dragon Vanguard, he gains 3k as a Vanguard. So he's an awesome 12k attacker. For Silt Dragon Corduroy, this is the unit I'm talking about, the best unit in Vanguard in my opinion, because for 1 counter blast, his ability is counter blast 1 E special counter blast with Silt Dragon in the name. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard or Vanguard circle, you can pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard and retire it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, any unit. Your opponent look among the top 4 cards of his deck to search for grade 2 and superior call them. So yeah, this is my favorite grade 2 in the game because for 1 counter blast you get to retire any unit ranging from 1, 2, 3 and 4 if 4 is ever placed as a Vanguard. So well, he can show your opponent can superior call grade 2, but it won't matter since he will get nuked by Blockade Inferno. So yeah, make sure you use his skill to retire a non-grade 2 and set up more destruction for Blockade Inferno. He's also very good because he can be used late game to screw your opponent grade 1 boosters. For example, if your opponent has full field and you retire his Vanguard booster, calling a grade 2 behind his Vanguard is pretty funny. So yeah, this guy is pretty amazing. For 1 cheap counterblast 1, you can retire anything. So yeah, and we play 3 10k vanilla, Hungry as Hell Dragons. Hungry Dragon. I like Hunger Dragon, he's cute. So yeah, the grade 1s, we play 4 Silt Dragon Flannel. When this unit attacks and you control a Silt Dragon in its name, this unit gains additional 3k attack power until the end of the turn. So he's a nice 10k attacker with sweet 7k boost. Very good to rush early game with. For Silt Dragon LinoCross. Oh yeah, an all new Kagero Perfect Guard other than Bari. Looks pretty nice as well. For Silt Dragon Calze, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle and you have a Kagero Vanguard and your opponent has a grade 2 Vanguard or Vanguard, you can choose a card from your hand and discard it. If you do draw a card, basically he's a hand recycler, but he's just there because he's a Silt Dragon and he has a 7k boost. 2 Silt Dragon Chambrey. When this unit boosts a Blockade in its name, you can do a Soul Blast to gain 6k power. His 4k is pretty pathetic, but behind a cross-right, it's 17k columns, so it can get a job done. And if you need pressure, you can actually bump your Vanguard to 20k 2-pass to push your opponent once he hits 4 damage. So he's pretty decent, but mostly used because he's a Silk Dragon. Alright, for triggers we play balanced triggers because this is a new archetype. Hopefully you get more crits in the future. 4 crits, 4 stands, 4 draws. This is a Magao, by the way. Magao is freaking awesome. Place this guy in the soul to power up one card hero by 3k. He can be used as a blockade booster if you really need for your crossfight, because behind the crossfight is 17k, so it doesn't really matter. So playing him is good. And 4 heals. Heals OP. This deck is very E-Special Counterblast heavy, because getting a single non-Silk Dragon into the damage zones really screws this deck terribly. So Busho, please give us another crit so that we can take out the stands. I don't really want to play stand, but for now it works well. And Red Pulse DracoKid. Pioneer effect. Right, core, anywhere. And of course you can counterblast one and place him to the soul. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck to look for Blockade or Blockade Inferno. Look for grade 3 basically. This card help improves my consistency in cross right, which is freaking important this format. Or you could use LinoCross, which is the new Silk Dragon starter. But I prefer to go for consistency. If you're very good at the game and you're super lucky, just use LinoCross. LinoCross' ability is Counterblast 1, E-Special Counterblast, and retire any grade 2 unit. No, any unit. And superior, your opponent look at the top 4 cards and basically it's the same effect as him. So yeah, if you want extra destruction, you could go for LinoCross instead, but I prefer him. So yeah, let me go through how powerful this deck is. Well, at first sight you may think, oh, it's just a cross right only. No, that's not the point. Its ability to get +3 is very good, because let's say you're fighting Aqua Force, which is like the instantly dies to this deck. Let's say if it feels like, whoa, perfect feel in the world. Okay, he's gonna do that 4 attack combo, right? Like what I normally do. All you need just use core. Use both their counterblast to retire all their grade 1s, their non-grade 2s. Just so I counterblast 2 to retire 2 units, and superior. Let's say they use so lucky the superior core 2. Counterblast 2, retire every single grade 2. So yeah. So at the cost of 4 counterblasts, you do a few wipe, and without his 4th attack, Maelstrom is gonna die. Trust me, I play Aqua Force a few times and I know. So yeah. So I hope you enjoy my deck profile on the newest Kagero Silk Dragons. Be sure to add me on Facebook and subscribe for the best Vanguard decks. Peace out.